The tainted water of the Yamuna is causing people to suffer every day.
Polluted rivers harbor bad health. One child under the age of 5 dies from a water-related disease every 20 seconds. The Yamuna's water is no exception. The Yamuna River is the world's 6th most polluted river. Delhi puts 500 million gallons of untreated sewage every day into the Yamuna.
Since villages, cities, and towns use the river as a source of food and water, people have been getting sick. Since the river is releasing harmful gases into the wind foundations of the Taj Mahal, they're rotting and eroding the foundations of the Taj Mahal, and it will eventually collapse.
The polluted water of the Yamuna has far-reaching effects, well beyond its appearance and smell. According to the Center for Disease Control, health issues can arise when its polluted water is used to grow crops. In addition, studies led by the Energy and Resources Institute demonstrated the presence of heavy metals in vegetables grown with water of the Yamuna. This makes those vegetables hazardous to health.
Yamuna releases ammonia gas into the air which people breathe in, and that gives them permanent lung damage. Arsenic levels have increased 20 times in the last 20 years. This has caused cancer. The river also releases hydrogen sulfide. This is a gas that causes people to have bronchitis, asthma, and headaches.
Every year, the water quality in the Yamuna decreases due to the 500 million gallons of untreated sewage that flows into the river every day. Before reaching the Warizabad barrage in North Delhi, the river is clean, but in the tiny 22-kilometer stretch that passes through the city, it is pumped off so much pollution that the water is unable to sustain life until 490 kilometers later.
Disease has become a way of life because of polluted water. People that are poor cannot afford to live in houses, so they live near the river, as the water easily lets them have most of their needs met. This affects them and the river. If we destroy the nature will destroy us. Green India Drive.
When people have trash, they want to get rid of it. Some people don't have trash disposal facilities available to them at the moment, and the simplest way to get rid of it is to just throw it in the river and let it be swept away.
People need water, and sometimes there's not a clean source available at hand, so people will drink dirty water. This dirty water is also where they vomit, pee, and do other business. They also use this water to wash clothes and cook too. This water is used and dirty by them. The 22-kilometer stretch of the Yamuna that passes through Delhi accounts for 70% of the river's pollution.
As the population increases, the Yamuna is used by more and more people. Huge industries like factories, homes, and slums pollute the river. The river is usually stationary for about 9 months a year. This affects many people because they clean their cooking utensils, and this also creates more river pollution. Most of the issues the Yamuna is having due to pollution derive from industrial effluents from big cities.
The pollution of the Yamuna has not been affected only by the industrial effluents, but also by agricultural waste, humans washing clothes, throwing human waste in the river, and pesticides and insecticides. This pollution brought this river to have zero marine life due to the presence of oxygen-absorbing algae.
Acid rain, agricultural pollution, industrial pollution, and oil pollution are the primary springs of pollution in rivers, especially in an industrial and capital city like Delhi, in which the government is mostly centralist.
Delhi Joao Board has been treating the disposal of wastewater through efficient trunk sewer. Not only are companies doing something, but the government isn't staying idle. The government has spent 2,150 crores to help the river of Yamuna. In 2009, the government had an agreement with India Limited to clean the Yamuna. Delhi Joao is laying down sewers along the 3 drains, Nafargaj, Supplementary, and Shahardra drains.
People are ingesting the same waste that they throw out. However, if the government creates new criteria, things will improve. It's already been done, and it can be done again. This is not a problem that only resides in India. This has happened before in many places. One of the most famous rivers to have suffered was the River Thames in London. You wouldn't know it just by looking at it now.
The tainted water of the Yamuna is causing people to suffer every day. People are ingesting the same waste that they throw out. People are suffering. However, if the government introduces and applies new criteria, then things will improve.
During the Industrial Revolution, many factories and mills were in cities placed by rivers. As a result, waste from factories were pumped into the river. People would throw their waste into the river and taint the water, just like today.